Alright, so in the last video, we learned how to solve a system of equations. Remember, a system of equations is just a set of two or more equations. And as you can see, we have two equations right here. And we learned how to solve them by graphing the lines, and where their lines intersected, that was our solution to the system of linear equations. Now, today's strategy that we're going to learn is going to be solving by substitution. Solving by substitution. Substitute. Sorry, I'm slow at writing when I don't have a mouse to write with. All right, that says solving by substitution, if you can read it. All right. So when this strategy comes in handy is if you look at one of your two equations and one of your variables, so your x or y doesn't have a number in front of it, that's a good time when we're going to want to use this strategy, substitution right here, because here's how it works. So if I take I'm just going to write both of my equations down here. So 3x plus y equals 2, or 4x plus y equals 20. Now, if I look at both of these equations, they both have a variable, a y in fact, that doesn't have a number in front of it, so it technically has a number 1 in front of it. Okay, so I can pick either of these equations to solve for y or get y all by itself. And I'm just going to pick the first one right here. And I could pick either one, it would not matter. It would still work. So to get y by itself right here, I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. And I'm just going to have y equals, now 2 and minus 3x, I can't combine those aren't like terms. So that's just, I could either write it as negative 3x plus 2 or 2 minus 3x. Okay, now here's the tricky part, and it's not really that tricky of a part, but it's a hard part to maybe understand when this is brand new to you. This is a y, by the way, not an x. It kind of looks like an x. Okay, right here, this is saying that y is equal to 2 minus 3x. So that means y and 2 minus 3x are exactly the same thing. So if I want to, I can substitute, that's where the name substitution comes in, this 2 minus 3x in for y in my other equation, because y is the same thing. This is saying right here that y is the same thing, is equal to 2 minus 3x. So I'm going to rewrite this other equation right here, but substitute 2 minus 3x in for y instead of just writing y. So that would look like 4x plus, I'm just going to put parentheses around them for now, 2 minus 3x, and that's equal to 20. Okay, all I did here was I took what y is equal to, 2 minus 3x, and I substituted it in for y, because I can do that because they're the same thing. Okay, so now if I notice this new equation that I've written, it's the exact same equation as this, except that I just substituted that in for y. Now I have only x's. I don't have two different variables like in these equations, so I can solve for that one variable. I'm running out of time, so I'll have to do this in a second video.